In the world of football, genius often emerges from the most unexpected of places. It's found not just under the bright lights of grand stadiums, but on the sun-baked concrete courts of forgotten neighborhoods. This is the story of a boy whose journey began in such a place. A boy with a rich, multicultural heritage and a supernatural talent. A boy who, with a ball seemingly glued to his feet, would not only live his dream, but rewrite the very definition of what is possible for a young athlete. This is the story of Lamine Yamal's astonishing early years.
Our story begins in Rocafonda, a working-class neighborhood in the coastal town of Mataró, north of Barcelona. Described by some as forgotten, isolated and stigmatized, Rocafonda is a vibrant melting pot of cultures, and it was here that Lamine Yamal Nasarawi Ebana, born July 13, 2007, took his first steps. His bloodline is a unique blend of two continents, a father, Munir Nasarawi from Morocco, and a mother, Sheila Ebana from Equatorial Guinea. This fusion of African dynamism and Spanish artistry would become a hallmark of his incredible playing style.
Though his parents separated when he was just 3, they remained a constant, united force in his upbringing. Lamine would split his time between his father in Rocafonda and his mother, who moved to nearby Granollers. It was on the streets and modest pitches of Rocafonda that his love for the game ignited. He spent countless hours honing his skills, often playing with older, bigger kids, which sharpened his instincts and technique. To this day, he celebrates his goals with a hand gesture of the number 304, the last digits of Rocafonda's postcode, a proud and humble tribute to the community that shaped him. His mother enrolled him at the local club CF La Torreta at the tender age of 4, and his talent was immediately obvious. Those who saw him play speak of a boy who was simply on another level, a prodigy in the making.
Word of a phenomenal talent at La Torreta traveled fast, reaching the legendary ears of scouts from FC Barcelona. In 2014, at just 7 years old, Lamine Yamal was invited to join La Masia, the world's most famous football academy, the same institution that produced giants like Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta. From the moment he arrived, it was clear he was special. Yamal progressed through the youth ranks at a breathtaking pace, consistently playing in age groups 2 or 3 years above his own. Coaches were mesmerized by his dribbling, his vision, and a calm maturity that was unheard of for a boy his age. But La Masia demands more than just skill. It demands discipline. The academy's philosophy is to build not just great footballers, but well-rounded individuals. This meant Lamine had to balance grueling training sessions with a rigorous academic schedule.
Dual-track life became a defining feature of his teenage years. As he shattered records on the youth pitches, he was also just a regular student dealing with homework and exams. This incredible discipline was most famously put on display during the UEFA Euro 2024 tournament. At just 16 years old, while competing against the best players in Europe, Yamal brought his schoolwork with him to the team camp in Germany. He attended online classes for his 4th year of ESO, Spain's compulsory secondary education, and incredibly, received news that he had passed his final exams right in the middle of the tournament.
By his early teens, Yamal was no longer a secret. He was a phenomenon. First-team coach Xavi Hernandez took notice and invited the 15-year-old to train with the senior squad. Then, on April 29, 2023, the historic moment arrived. At 15 years, 9 months, and 16 days old, Lamine Yamal made his debut for the FC Barcelona first team, becoming the youngest player to do so in over a century. In his brief cameo, he nearly scored, showcasing his audacious talent to a stunned Camp Nou. This was just the first domino to fall in a cascade of broken records. He soon became the youngest starter for Barcelona, the youngest to provide an assist in La Liga, and the youngest to score for the club. His meteoric rise wasn't confined to club football. On September 8, 2023, he made his debut for the Spanish senior national team at 16 years and 57 days old, breaking another record. In that very same match, he scored, becoming the youngest goal scorer in the history of the Spanish national team. He would go on to become the youngest player to ever appear in, assist, and score in a UEFA European Championship.
Lessons to learn from Lamine Yamal's biography. Embrace and honor your roots. Yamal proudly represents his multicultural heritage and his neighborhood. This teaches us that our background is a source of unique strength and identity. Discipline beyond your craft. His commitment to his education, even at the highest level of sport, is a powerful lesson in discipline and character. It shows that excellence in one area of life can and should be balanced with personal growth in others. Humility is a superpower. Despite the mini Messi tags from a young age, he remains grounded, celebrating his community and honoring his family, showing that true confidence doesn't require arrogance. Thrive under pressure. From playing with older kids on the street to making his professional debut at 15, he has consistently shown an ability to rise to the occasion. This demonstrates the importance of seeking out challenges to accelerate growth. The strength of family. The unwavering support of his parents and grandmother was the bedrock of his journey, highlighting that no one achieves great success alone. Trust the process. His family's decision to keep him at La Masia to focus on development rather than chasing early offers shows the wisdom in prioritizing long-term growth over short-term gain. For more biography like this, like, subscribe, or follow us on this channel for more contents like this.